Hi everyone. So good evening from UAE. How all how all of you are doing? So it's been a while that I conducted live discussions from my page because I was on vacations and all busy. Now I'm back. Happy to be back and start our business activities as like before. So, my name is Deepa. Basically, I'm an MRI technologist by profession, and for the past 16 years, I'm staying here in UAE with my family. I have two daughters, and my husband is also an MRI tech. So yeah, and the past almost 2.5 years, I have been doing this business, and I'm very happy to say that because of this business, I after 2.5 years, I am able to retire in my 40s. Okay, so I the whole point of we are conducting these sessions is that we are doing our business through social media. So like it's a global business and all of us having different audiences, but we find that most of the audiences they are having common questions. So the point of these sessions are we are gathering most of the questions that we are facing, and it will be very easy for us to address as a live or this kind of discussion, so it will reach a vast number of people. And among you, if any of you are looking for an income stream along with your job, no matter how busy your life and your lifestyle or your job is, you can understand that this business will serve the best if you listen to this kind of discussions, because here each of us sharing our experience, not something that we like by hearted from somewhere, and we are not it's not like that. We are sharing it from our heart. So for all of us this business is so close to our heart. So to add flavor, you flavor of these questions, we will be conducting many this kind of discussion. So as a part of that, I will be inviting my co-business partners from different parts of the world. As you can see here, Ami with me, Vineja with me, Dr. Sujata, Shiva sir. So we all are from different parts of the world. So today we are talking about this topic, what made us look into positively, or what made us start this online business. And while we are thinking about starting this business, of course we will be having a lot of question, we will be having a lot of hurdles, and some thoughts in our mind will be pulling us back, and what all those things. So we will ask first with Ami. Can you please introduce Ami to audience, and about little bit about yourself, and can you please address this question?
For
Over
sure,
to you.
Deepa. Thank you so much for having me today. So, hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to anybody watching us from wherever in the world you are. So, a little bit about myself. I'm Ami. I'm a mom of three. I have two boys and a little girl, and I live in Canada for the last 16 years. Born and brought up in Kerala. I did my nursing back home, and when I immigrated to this country in 2010, I had I had a big dream of becoming a nurse here, settling my life, and I built my family positively here. I was so happy, where I reached, I had everything, all those things. So that's a little bit about myself and my husband. We live here for the last 16 years. And sometimes, like to add on, my parents always visit us in the summertime. So, I'm privileged and blessed to have all these blessings in my life. And that's about me. So when I looked into this business, I have to tell everybody I came to know about this business when my second boy was born. So that was 2018. So almost 80 years ago, I came to know about this online opportunity because I came to know from few of my colleagues also, from different around the world. They were into some businesses or like something online. And that time I was a scared person. I'm not a social media person at all. So I put pictures like privately, share with my family, and open up the Facebook just to scroll. That's all. So I thought, oh, I don't need any of these side hustle that time. So I kept them watching. I kept all those people watching, and I watched them for 5 years. So so 2018, like 19, 20, 21, 22. So everybody know what happened those like 2020. That's when my daughter was born, just before the COVID hit our world, the pandemic. And I was one of the I'm a nurse, like worked through the hospital situation. I see so much things, and I was scared as everybody else. I was scared I was going to bring those sickness to my home, my kids. All those 3 years when I worked through those time, when I come back from the work, I will go straight to the shower. I won't even let, like, my kids will run to me. I will say, like, don't touch me, don't touch me. So I go straight to the shower, and I lived like a life. I can't even hug my kids. So if ever I have a cold, and I was that unfortunate nurse, I don't know. Every 6 months I used to get sick. So 2 weeks I'm in the room. We live in the same house. I can't see my kids. I did that for 3 years. And that was the time, as a nurse, even though I loved my profession, I was wanting to do something else. Any mom could understand like this feelings, like, you live in the house, you can't even touch your kids. So how fortunate I am. So then this opportunity came back again. So then I had that thought in my mind. Those 5 years before that, I thought this was a scam. I thought this is nothing. And I even seen those changes that other people were achieving, but nobody reached out to me. And this was that point of my life. I said, okay, it's free. So I'm going to enter my email, watch a free info session. And that's when actually my journey started. Exactly 4 years, like now, right after the pandemic, loving every bit of it. And whatever the thoughts I had in my mind before that was changed when I came in and looked at further. So that's my little bit. And what stopped me from looking at it? My fear. And my biggest fear of like coming into social media, my biggest fear was, uh in my mind, what I thought this was scam. That was my fear. And fear about social media, those two things were the ones stopping me. And I came to know now that was the fear in me, just in me, not the business, not the social media. Because that's a fear among everybody, each person thinking social media is just for entertainment, not for earning. Or so whatever the social media thinks, it's not safe. It's totally wrong. Anybody watching us, like, or hearing me, come in, check this out further. Don't waste that 5 years just as I did. That's all, Deepa.
Thank you, Ami. Yeah, I also felt that one of my hurdles to cross is that fear about social media, that we are not social media person. Same like what you said, I was actually after 2015, I uninstalled my Facebook because I find that when my second baby born, I used to scroll every time the phone for the Facebook, and I understood that this is no, this is not good. So I uninstalled. So only social media I was using was WhatsApp. Okay, so I'll go to Shiva sir. Over to you, sir. You can,
Thank
you
you.
can give your
Thank,
vision.
thank you for having me here. You can just call me Siva. That's fine. You don't have to have a
Okay.
sir. uh,
Okay, sure.
I'm so happy to be back with the team. I'm happy to see everyone back again in a discussion like this, sharing our experiences. So to answer, sorry, before answering, my name is Siva Janathanam. I'm originally from Tamil Nadu, India. I've been in the US with my family, wife, and two boys for about a decade now. My elder son has just finished his graduation and he's looking to pursue masters, and my younger son is a senior in high school. And my wife is a housewife. So we are, by now you would have guessed that we are living on a single source of income. Of I've been looking for a second source of income for quite some time because It's not always easy to survive with a single source of income in a difficult economy like this, in a very volatile economy like this. And that's when I stumbled upon this opportunity through a friend of mine, and I was exploring. I was getting ready to explore into this, and that's where I will probably start with the second part of the question, like what almost stopped to get into this. Right? It's what I call as the spidey senses. Like parents always have this overcautious thinking and worrying about too much and trying to be very skeptical about exploring new opportunities. All of this were there because normally, like parents, we don't want to get into something that we don't know about, right? We are not sure what this is all about. So that was the first thing that was holding me back. And I was asking myself, like, what is wrong in exploring this? I mean, we are not committing to it. We are not diving into this from day one. But what is wrong in just knowing about it? Because without even knowing about it, judging that is not the right thing to do, right? You'll never know what kind of opportunity is waiting on the other side. So I had to challenge myself to know, what am I losing by knowing it? Right. And that's when I started talking to people, listening to discussions like this, and I was asking about what are the steps I should take to learn about this before I commit to this. And that gave me clarity as to what this is all about. So slowly, when I got to learn more and more about it, all my questions and doubts were getting clarified one by one. Then I realized probably this is the opportunity that will work for us, because at least for me, it is like I want something to be working flexible around my schedule. I don't want to be working another 9 to 5, right? And I want to be able to spend time with my family without burning out myself being involved here. I don't want to be required to be physically present to run the show. And I want to be able to reach people with minimal effort. Right. So all of these criteria or limitations of mine were taken care or addressed or met in this opportunity. And besides all of this, this also sounded like this has a genuine earning potential that can even overrun my day job income. So this is the kind of opportunity which comes with no limits, no caps, right? So all of these were like exciting me to look into this, and the more I explored, the more I was like surprised. Though it sounded like how do I say, more informally organized, but it is still very organized, systematic, and there is proper process in place, a system in place that we can trust, which makes it all the more easier on how we run this show. And especially with a network of fellow business owners from all across the world, it's easy to share, exchange, learn, and educate each other to get up to speed in case we are stuck and things like that. So that also tells me like I'm not left alone. I don't have to figure out all by myself. And the training platform that comes with this also answered a lot of my questions. If I don't know how to do certain things, where am I going to learn? So I don't have to run around anywhere. I don't have to go do a training course outside of this. I can learn everything from the training platform that is already there. So all of this were like taking me near and near to this opportunity and sign up. And what exactly made me sign up is the situation in the corporate world, right? Many of us would know, where we are watching the news, that layoffs are happening left, right, and center, and it could happen to anyone, anytime, anywhere. So I was asking this question myself: if that happens to me, where is my plan B? What am I supposed to do? And that plan B is not finding another employer, finding another job, going through the same cycle again and again, but I wanted something to be on my own, so that I'm not pressurized, I'm not forced to meet a deadline, I'm not answerable to anyone. But at the same time, this has got growth potential and income potential as good as, or in sometimes better than a job can provide. So that one thing made me sign up and get started. And once I signed up and I got into I was onboarded into this, I just followed the process. Basically, like, you start with the training, you interact with the fellow business owners, you learn everything that you need to know, and you start setting up your online business, and you start scaling up. Everything was like, there's nothing unknown as such. Like, like, maybe I don't know, but I can always reach out to people and get the help I want. So you're not stuck anywhere at any time. So these are the kind of features that I think helped me overcome my skeptical thoughts and sign up to this business opportunity. And I feel glad that I got into the right one, because obviously, like you said, internet is not always about transparency and telling the right thing and all those things. So we are in a position to choose the right thing that fits for our schedule, our limitations, and our risk appetite, right? And this opportunity is rarely one of the hidden gems, I would say, that is out there hidden in plain sight, which most of the people are judging by just looking at it and say, this is not for me. That's where I would recommend everybody to explore, sign up and explore, listen to the webinars, listen to the presentations that we are offering, and ask questions to know about if this is a right fit for you. Then you can make a judgment, because you are the best judge for yourself. It's most of the time we miss an opportunity just because we judge it too early in the game. That's why I would ask those who are watching this to sign up in one of our websites and reach out to us and clarify all your questions. We are like you, people from different walks of life. We have families, we have kids, we are responsible parents. So you can feel free to reach out to us and ask all your questions and clarify all your doubts, and then decide if this is for you or not. Because this is not something where you are going to be pulled into it and ask to manage all by yourself, figure out all by yourself. This is a system that will take you step by step with proper training and support, so that you are set for success, not set for failure. That's my ask for those who are watching this session right now. Thank you so much, Deepa. I think I took most of the time. I'll
No. Thank you. What you told, you just beautifully explained it. It just strike one point for me that my kids are calling our age people as boomers. So
Yeah.
so when our age people, we have some common trait, that
Correct.
we tend to do an early conclusion. We tend to reach an early conclusion before trying to even look into it what exactly it is. Or sometime we will think that this is not for me.
Correct.
So we boomers, it is time. It is a high time to rethink ourselves, that the opportunities that you just knocked out by simply like this, maybe it can be the path of prosperity. Okay, so you just Shiva just told about the training set, because in our business we have different walks of life people, professionals, and those who are housewives, and those who are retired people, and those who are even cross 80 years old. But our training system is designed uniquely for each of these people. They can understand it all by small videos, and it is simple, but it is comprehensive. But at the same time, I will say it's world class. I never find any training system is such updated and so detailed. Uh, we literally don't need any even mentors for our business. With our training set itself, we can be self-made entrepreneurs. So So yeah, we will ask Dr. Sujata and what is her what she wanted to say about this thing. Okay, doctor.
Uh, Thank you, Deepa. And yes, thank you, Shiva. You had explained everything in a nutshell so wonderfully.
Yes.
Okay, well, I'm Dr. Sujata from India, and I have been in this business for almost 2 years now. And what, just the thing is, the- everything changed in our lives from the COVID time. I always say. So, from the
Sorry to
COVID
interrupt,
time,
Dr. Sumata.
we,
Sorry to interrupt.
yeah.
I have to drop. I have to go. I have an appointment to go. But I like this discussion. I like this format. I like sharing information to anyone who might be interested in. So I think we should continue this. Maybe focus on very specific topics like what kind of trainings we offer, what kind of process is there, what kind of um, options are available for those who are watching. How can they test drive it before they have to commit it? We can deep dive into one of these topics in the upcoming sessions. We'll be happy to share any of this information. So that way, those who are watching can have a better idea of what we are talking to and probably get them uh, closer to us from where they are. So happy to meet you again, and thank you so much for this opportunity. Talk to you soon again.
Thank you so much for
Thank
Thank you.
participating in our discussion. Bye. Yeah,
Okay.
doctor. Yeah,
So
you can
coming back to this thing, actually, what happened in 2009 from 2019, everything has changed. I think in many of our people's life, right? So in my life also, I have seen so many changes, so many deaths and everything. So from the COVID time, I understood one thing: that nothing, anything can happen anytime, right? And in our service, actually, we have a limited. Everybody asks us questions. If you're a doctor, why do you have to look for a second passive source of income? So actually, in our service, we are not supposed to do a private practice. So my income is limited to my salary. So then, and the COVID taught us that anything can happen anytime, and we should have a plan B ready for us. So from that time onwards, I started looking for a plan B, and uh, what made me, and then I came across this business through one of my friends, and what attracted me to this is the simplicity and step by step training and minimum investment. I would say for any business you have to do a business investment. You cannot get a business without any investment. So even very simple, I think this business has minimum investments which you need to do. That attracted me the most, so I don't have to risk much. Second is the step by step training, and everything is runs in an automated fashion, and I have to spend only 1 to 2 hours a day if I want, few days a week. If the main thing is I have to be consistent, and that which attracted me, because I in our profession we have so much heavy work, so I could not spend much time in it. So this showed me that if I spend 1 to 2 hours a day, I can develop a good business and a good plan B. So these things attracted me to this business. But again, as this attracted to me to this business, another thing that what happened was the fear. Yes, another side of my brains told me, you're not tech savvy. You don't know. I just only do what doing WhatsApp and a bit of mail, and I don't know anything. And the world is changing so fast, and the AI is taking everything. How will I cope? So this fear was almost stopping me. But again, coming back, the training, the step by step training, everything is there in a and we share a family like relationship. Our business partners are so helpful across the globe. Whenever we have any doubt, everybody just is willing to help me. So my fear, I took over my fear, my and I took the courage to take the step forward, and I'm glad I took this step. So I think,
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sujata. So, yeah, you said one point at half of our brain will say go, but the other half will say, hey, stop, this is not for you. So there is there is a big war happen inside every one of us before we start uh, our business journey. The main reason is that whatever running through digital, it is a red flag for all of us that all people didn't get any good pleasant experience with the digital world, right? Some people lost money, or we heard the story of people who lost their money by trying other opportunities through online especially. And at the same time, I have to say one more thing: there are usually bad people waiting also to pull you down in the online world. But the main important thing is that we have to wisely choose the opportunities. Whenever we make a decision, it should answer some proper questions, okay, and the legality. And, as a citizen, are we getting part into something scammy or not? This is another big thing we have to look into it. So fortunately, our business is not that kind. We are paying taxes by doing our business. Okay, we will come into it later in another discussion. But now I have to ask my another business partner, Vinija. You can introduce yourself to audience, Vinija, and please tell me what motivated you to come into business, and at the same time, what demotivated you, what pulled you back.
Hi, Diva. Thank you for having me here. Uh, my name is Vinija, as you all know. I'm in South Africa. I've been in South Africa for about 13 years. I work in accounts in the hospitality industry, and my husband is also in the hospitality industry. I have a son. He is 10 years. He is turning 10 years this December. So let me come to the point. So this is all about me. And now, when I saw this question, what made you take the first step and what almost stopped you? I actually had to think for a moment, because for me, it wasn't one big dramatic moment where I suddenly woke up and said, that's it, I'm going to start. It was something that slowly built up over time. I have actually been in contact with Deba for almost a year, and during that time, I was constantly seeing her journey, her achievements, her growth, and yes, seeing her getting paid as well. So honestly, that made me curious. I started thinking, okay, if she can learn this and build something, maybe I can learn too. But I think the moment that really made me stop and think seriously was when Deba quit her job. So, because until then, I was seeing the achievements and the progress, but when she actually left her job, I thought, wow, she was really built something for herself. So that made it feel real for me. And at the same time, I was already thinking a lot about my own life. So I have a job and I'm grateful for it, but I didn't want to be completely dependent on just one income for the rest of my life. I wanted more choices and flexibility and the freedom with my time. And I want to spend more time with my family, and I wanted to be able to visit my parents who are in India, and without always worrying about leave or my finances. I want to be more present for my son. And honestly, I also wanted to see whether like I could build something of my own. Um, but actually, this wasn't my first time trying to build an online business. Like before this, I had already tried drop shipping. Deepa knows. Like, and to be very honest, that experience didn't go the way I hoped. I put in time into it. I tried to learn. I had hopes that maybe this could become something for me, but it didn't work out. And I think that failure also became one of the things that almost stopped me from taking another step. Because after something doesn't work out, you naturally start questioning yourself. Like you think maybe online business is not for you, and what if I try again and fail again? And honestly, those thoughts were definitely there. So when I was looking at this opportunity, like part of me was excited because I had seen Deepa's journey. But another part of me was scared because I had already experienced failure with drop shipping. And then, of course, uh, there was my like usual overthinking. I had so many questions like, what if I don't understand it? Like, what if I fail again? And what if I'm making the wrong decision? But eventually, I realized something um, that like just because one thing didn't work out doesn't mean I can't succeed at something else. Maybe that experience was simply part of my journey. So maybe I learned things from it and that I needed to learn. And I realized that if I keep allowing my previous failure to stop me from trying anything new, then I basically deciding that one failure gets to control all my future decisions. So I didn't want that, and so I decided to take that first step. Not because I wasn't scared, I was really scared. Not because I suddenly became super confident or something, but because I wanted to give myself another chance. And that's where I'm right now. I'm still learning, still growing, still figuring things out, and honestly, I don't have everything sorted out yet. But I'm glad I didn't let my previous failure, fear, or my overthinking stop me from trying again. Because sometimes, taking the first step is simply like saying, okay, that didn't work, but I'm not going to let that happen again. And I think everyone here might have their own version of that story. Maybe something like motivated you, or maybe someone inspired you. In my case, it's Deepa, obviously. And maybe you are tired of your current situation, or maybe like me, you had tried something before and that didn't work, but you decided to give yourself another chance. So that it can be like, that's my story. And uh, I hope somebody can relate to this, and you can overcome all the negative things happened in your life.
Wow. It is really a different journey. Right, most of us like, I just heard people that they started or they tried something else but it didn't work. um, in our community, there is, we will, if you go and ask each and every person, they all will be having some stories like that. So uh, basically, the reason I love my business is that it is a people business. So, and another thing is that what I observe in our business, we don't have any competition here. Okay, so I am building my own audience, those who are resonating with myself, my story, my life standards, my living condition, and my some of my attitudes, some of our opinions on something. Those we are sharing through our social media. Our social media is, I think, our or 80 percentage our own reflection. So those who are connecting with me, they will be looking into my journey, and finally they will be connecting with me, asking, yeah, what are you doing? So initially, when I started this journey, the thing motivated for me to do this business is that my business is introduced to me by my college senior. I just approached her, not she approached me. I just approached her by asking that, what are you doing? And how come I heard from other friends that you cut down your hours, work hours? What are you doing for that? Did you learn this business from Canada, or she's from Canada? So she said, no, this is the business. And she showed me the steps. I just simply followed the step just to know the business. Okay, I understood this is the business. I understood everything. I understood the earning potential. I understood what I have to do. But as Vinija said, the other half of me, or Dr. Suchata told, my other brain was asking, this will work for me. If I say that I have an opportunity which will allow other person to earn an income, I can train them for that, how to do that by flipping their social media time. Somebody who gonna believe me? So this was uh, my very first question. Who am I, and who will believe me if I will say, because I don't have any success to show them? Then she said, relax, Deepa, just follow. If first of all you have to believe in yourself. We have a believe in ourselves, all of us. We believed in ourselves and we believed our business opportunity, and then the remaining thing, as we go on, it will happen. That is our experience shows. So this is it. There will be, our brain will put some obstacles whenever if we think about starting something new. Definitely. Just think about starting some exercise or anything, going to gym. But at the same time, the brain will say every day, like, yesterday night you didn't sleep well, so take rest, and next day we will go. And the next day, like, in your workplace there is a lot of stress, and you run too much and you have back pain. So okay, otherwise next week I will go, next week onwards, Monday onwards. So many Mondays will pass like that. So yeah, so the whole point of our this kind of sessions are to make you understand we were there in you, and we can understand you, we can feel you. Only thing, through our story, we are over and over saying, start. I'm not telling, okay, only this business. No, start something new. Anyway, every person should have a plan B. The companies that you people are working, they have a plan B. Okay, for disaster management, everything, they have a plan B. But the person, you, what is your plan B? Think about that. And if until now, if you don't have a plan B, your your future gonna be scary. Don't think that if you simply pray, things will come up magically. No. If you pray, the prayer will get answered. And how the prayers will get answered? The Almighty, or that supreme power, he bring the opportunities, or he will bring people to your life. Through that opportunities and through these people, your life gonna change. Otherwise, nothing going to be changed. Nobody will be coming into your life and saying that, oh, take this money, or okay, I will rescue you from this situation. No, you have to try for yourself. So yeah, thank you for watching, and we will be coming with like this kind of interesting topic. Maybe it will help you in taking a decision about your plan B, or taking about your additional passive income. And thank you, ladies, for joining today's session.
But
Bye.
can I
Bye.
say one thing?
Yeah, sure, sure,
Deepak,
sure.
yeah, I, uh, I would just like to add one thing. Yes, so that our companies have a plan B, so we should also have a plan B, right? Number one. Number two is, uh, the investment is minimum, I would say, and we have nothing to lose, but the person, and it's worth trying, it's worth learning about this business, because with that investment we are not only getting a lifetime training, but also a lifetime community, but also product which is lifetime product. So it's nothing to lose, it's only to gain. I would say
Yeah,
our
yeah,
business is only
correct.
to gain.
Nothing,
I always believe that.
nothing to lose by inquiring what exactly is the business opportunity. Yeah, and there is a lot to change. Maybe after you say yes to the opportunity, same like us. I never thought that I will be able to quit my job in my 40s. I never thought. Okay. So there is a lot of yes, or the good things gonna be happening. Simply just believe in you and say yes. Okay. Bye. Bye, everyone.